आगे सही से चलो।
स्टार्ट कर दे बॉबी।
हाँ चलिए।
वाले वो जो स्टोन वगैरह जो अच्छा वहाँ लग जाना
आना चाहिए। फिर गार्डन को कवर करना, पेंटिंग्स कवर करने, पेंटिंग को कवर करते हुए गेट को कवर करने के बीच में आएंगे। ठीक है। एकदम कॉरिडोर जहाँ पे एंड होती है साइड में कैंटीन है, साइड में सामने गेट के पास अंदर आ जाओ ना, फिर अभी यहाँ पे आ जाओ। दिख गया, दिख गया, दिख गया।
फुल चार्ज है।
कौन सा फुल है?
वो बैटरी मेरे को दे देना। तो ये बैकअप में बनेगा।
उठाते रहना ये वाला फूल।
कोटा केबिन्स है।
एरिया कितना है?
एरिया तो ये तो खैर पूरे कॉलेज का 9 acres, लेकिन ये जो लोकेशन है ये क्या था कि हमने कुछ थोड़ा पहले हमारी क्लासेस कम हो रही थी तो हमने ये कोटा केबिन्स लगाए थे। तो यहाँ पे अबाउट 4-5 क्लासरूम्स होती है। लाइक इधर मैं दिखाती हूँ, ये एक ब्लॉक है, ये सारे हमारे बैठने हैं।
भैया आप लोग आगे मत आना। सही चल रहा है ना?
Sir, yes.
आइए प्लीज।
सर उस तरफ आ जाइए।
दोनों साइड में
आइए आइए शुक्रिया।
आइए।
पीछे
टीचर स्क्वायर में खड़े हैं।
प्रोबेबली 2+2 है तो ज़्यादा दिक्कत होनी नहीं चाहिए। कोविड हो गया और
मुबारक हो
गया।
मुबारक हो आपको।
इसका टाइम कितना?
हमारे एक्टिंग से ना आप ही इनॉग्रेट करेंगे। Obviously.
ज़रूर उसी से करता हूँ मैं।
दोनों सर। It's a good department. बहुत बदले हैं, बहुत फर्क पड़ा है।
PWD से पहले ये बात हो रही थी कि PWD को भी हमारा प्रॉब्लम हमारे पीछे मॉन्यूमेंट वो उसकी क्लियरेंस
मैं अपने आप कुछ नहीं कर रहा हूँ।
हमें ASI ने क्लियरेंस नहीं दी। एक हमारा कॉलेज और एक आर्मी कॉलेज मस्जिद में क्या है एक डोम मॉन्यूमेंट तो उसमें जब सुप्रीम कोर्ट ने रूलिंग दी उसके बाद so for 10 years we and this is under OBC expansion
कंटिन्यू कर
ये बिल्डिंग कब बनी थी?
ये वाली तो 1972 में प्रेसिडेंट ऑफ इंडिया को दी गई।
अरे इनका इंजीनियरिंग बड़ा अच्छा था। मैंने इनका पूरा विजिट किया था। आया था मैंने दोबारा इन कॉलेज को इंस्पेक्शन में आया था।
ये स्कूल बिल्डिंग नहीं है, नई कॉलेज के हिसाब से
कॉलेज की बिल्डिंग है। स्कूल बिल्डिंग हमारा इससे पहले वी वर इन अ गवर्नमेंट स्कूल वे बैक दैट टाइम इट वाज नोन एज मॉडर्न कॉलेज फॉर एंड देन वी केम हियर एंड मिसेस गांधी दैट टाइम by President of India and बाद में फिर जब इनॉग्रेशन हुआ तो 74 में तब भी 3 साल लगे थे
आपका एंट्री पॉइंट में जो फाउंटेन है वो बंद हो गया क्या?
कम समय क्यों नहीं है ना चल रहा है guest has
आप
arrived.
इधर आ जाइए थोड़ी सी हाँ जी बेटा तो
We begin with the program.
Namaskar and good morning. The august gathering of today that illuminates Kamala Nehru College has amongst us Hon'ble Vice-Chancellor of University of Delhi, Professor Yogesh Singh as the chief guest of the day, Professor Balram Pani, the Dean of Colleges, Professor Shri Prakash Singh, Director South Campus, our governing body chairperson, Shri Jaideep Ahuja, our treasurer of governing body, Shri Anwar Shahid, esteemed members of the governing body, our principal, Professor Kalpana Bhakuni, faculty members, staff, and dear students. I, Dr. Geetesh Nirban, welcome you all to Kamala Nehru College. Today, we are privileged and honored to have amongst us the Honorable Vice-Chancellor, and with him, we are becoming a part of one of the most historical moments in the life of Kamala Nehru College. Rite Gyananan Muktihi. Without knowledge, there is no salvation. This Vedic verse, which is inscribed on the emblem of Kamala Nehru College, inspires us to strengthen the foundation of knowledge for intellectual development and empowerment of every student who becomes a part of KNC family. The beautiful foundation stone laying ceremony of the new academic block today is the foundation of newer levels of knowledge that Kamala Nehru College will build upon in the years to come. The new academic block of the college is a part of the OBC infrastructure expansion plan. Today's auspicious laying of foundation stone of this new academic block by our Honorable Vice-Chancellor takes us back to the past when the foundation of the present building was laid on 21st November 1972 by then Honorable President of India, Shri V.V. Giri. This building was inaugurated after 2 years by then Prime Minister of India, Srimati Indira Gandhi, on 21st November 1974. These buildings of education are not mere buildings, but are the real building of education as essence for enlightenment. Today we are following strict COVID protocol, and that is why there are very few students in the auditorium. Our auditorium has the seating capacity of 700, and it is really missing the chirping voices of the birds of the college, who are none other than the dear students. But in order to make them all join today, we are live streaming the program on YouTube channel of college. Our college has been advancing and consistently functioning during the pandemic time too, under the able guidance, encouragement, and dynamic leadership of our principal, Professor Kalpana Bhakuni. She will take the program forward now. May I now invite her. Ma'am, please. We begin with the ceremonious lighting of the lamp.
गणेशाय धीमहि गुणशरीराय गुणमण्डिताय गुणेशानाय धीमहि गुणातीताय गुणाधीशाय गुणप्रविष्टाय धीमहि एकदन्ताय वक्रतुण्डाय गौरीतनयाय धीमहि गजेशानाय भालचन्द्राय श्रीगणेशाय धीमहि एकदन्ताय वक्रतुण्डाय गौरीतनयाय धीमहि गजेशानाय भालचन्द्राय श्रीगणेशाय धीमहि गानचतुराय गानप्राणाय गानान्तरात्मने गानोत्सुकाय गानमत्ताय गानोत्सुकमनसे गुरुपूजिताय गुरुदेवताय गुरुकुलस्थायने गुरुविक्रमाय गुह्यप्रवराय गुरवे गुणगुरवे गुरुदैत्यकलक्षेत्रे गुरुधर्मसदाराध्याय गुरुपुत्रपरित्रात्रे गुरुपाखण्डखण्डकाय गीतसाराय गीततत्त्वाय गीतगोत्राय धीमहि गोदगुल्फाय गन्धमत्ताय गोजयप्रदाय धीमहि गुणातीताय गुणाधीशाय गुणप्रविष्टाय धीमहि एकदन्ताय वक्रतुण्डाय गौरीतनयाय धीमहि गजेशानाय भालचन्द्राय श्रीगणेशाय धीमहि एकदन्ताय वक्रतुण्डाय गौरीतनयाय धीमहि गजेशानाय भालचन्द्राय श्रीगणेशाय धीमहि एकदन्ताय वक्रतुण्डाय गौरीतनयाय धीमहि गजेशानाय भालचन्द्राय श्रीगणेशाय धीमहि
We begin with the felicitation now. Our principal will felicitate our guest. First, our chief guest of the day, Hon'ble Vice-Chancellor. Dean Colleges, Professor Balram Pani, Director South Campus, Professor Shri Prakash Singh, our governing body chairperson, Shri Jaideep Ahuja, our treasurer of the governing body, Shri Anwar Shahid, I now invite our principal, Professor Bhaguni, to share her thoughts with us.
so much, sir. Thank you.
Namaskar. It is an absolute honor to be amidst such august gathering here. I would like to express my immense gratitude to Hon'ble Vice-Chancellor, Delhi University, Professor Yogesh Singh, the Dean Colleges, Professor Balram Pani, the Director South Campus, Professor Shri Prakash Singh, the Chairperson Governing Body, Mr. Jaideep Ahuja, the Treasurer Governing Body, Mr. Shahid Anwar, and all the esteemed governing body members present here on the occasion, despite the challenges of COVID times. Kamala Nehru College is a premier institution and University of Delhi, which is accredited by National Assessment and Accreditation Council, NAC, with CGPA of 3.33 in the first cycle in 2016. And now we are going for the second cycle of accreditation very soon. KNC has the distinction of being the mentor institution under UGC scheme Paramarsh for mentoring NAC accreditation aspirant institutes to promote quality assurance in higher education. Our partner colleges under Paramarsh from Delhi University are Aryabhat College, Motilal Nehru College, and Satyavati College, besides Indian Institutes of Crafts and Design, IICD Jaipur. With the onset of the pandemic about 2 years back, there was an unprecedented challenge of entering a new educational technology space landscape. At KNC, we ensured that with suspension of physical classes, there was no gap in the learning process of our students. We have been continuously building a comprehensive learning infrastructure which takes care of accessibility and digital use gaps. Our faculties did a commendable job when almost overnight they switched over to preparation of online study materials in the form of voice notes, video tutorials, Jamboards, whiteboards, e-resources, etc. We took special care to make it a seamless experience for all the students, even those who faced financial hardships in continuously recharging the data for supporting long hours of online classes. With our unique initiative, Recharge the Learning, we recharge their data and enable their learning seamless. We are creating learning experiences with technology for all. KNC is collaborating with IIT Delhi for developing an internal navigation in the college campus to enable the visually challenged staff, students, and visitors. Through digital technology, we are trying to ensure that learners, even in geographically remote area, become our partner under Vidya Vistar scheme of Delhi University. Under this initiative, we have developed ties with Jawahar Rajkiya Mahavidyalaya, Port Blair, Andamans. Innovation and research are two watchwords of academic progress. In the light of the same, KNC launched two cells, Research, Innovation and Sustainable Education RISE, and the incubation cell Nurture. Last year, we also started Civil Services Forum for the civil services aspirants of Kamala Nehru College. As an institution with our community outreach and social responsibility, KNC launched Lifeline, an all-service COVID helpline for the welfare of DU fraternity and their families during the deadly second wave in April-July 2021. Through our e-governance initiative, the college has moved towards the digital transformation of all the academic and administrative responsibilities, keeping in pace with the technological changes in higher education system. As the NEP is ushering in a new era of academic excellence, flexibility, inclusivity, employability, and substance in higher education system in India, we commit ourselves to its implementation in as many ways as possible at the institutional level. This year, we have dedicated all our activities to Azadi Ka Amrit Mahotsav to cherish the landmark year. We are continuously adopting the initiatives taken by the government at the central or state level for the benefit of academic community of the college. To name a few, Beti Bachao, Beti Padhao, Ek Bharat, Shresht Bharat, Unnat Bharat Abhiyan, Swachh Bharat Abhiyan, Sarva Shiksha Abhiyan, Skill India Mission, Digital India Mission, Startup India, Fit India, Vocal for Local, Nadi Ko Jano, and many more. I would like to express my deep gratitude again to Hon'ble Vice-Chancellor, Delhi University, on behalf of governing body, staff, and students, that you laid the foundation stone of our new academic block today. And with this, your name has gone into the chronicles of this college forever. So thank you so much. And now I would request our chairperson, Mr. Jaideep Singh, to say a few words.
Good morning, Professor Yogesh Singh, Honorable Vice-Chancellor, Professor Balram Pani, Dean of Colleges, Professor Shri Prakash Singh Ji, Director South Campus. On behalf of all my fellow GB members, the management, staff and students of Kamala Nehru College, we welcome you here and thank you for taking time off your busy schedules to join us today. Professor Singh, I must say that, I think you surprised many of us with your youthful looks. For those of us who've not had the pleasure of having made your acquaintance before, it was a surprise. I think some of us thought perhaps the assistant to VC has now got off the car and Honorable Vice-Chancellor will follow, not realizing that it is the Vice-Chancellor himself. But sir, it is fantastic for us to know that it's not only in your looks that you are young and dynamic, in your actions as well. I think Induji had mentioned a concern that the GB had about ad hocism and about having an officiating principal at this college for the past 5 years. And we applaud and welcome the steps that you have taken very quickly in your tenure to fix this problem. You have our full support for this initiative. I'd just like to, give you a little personal story. This is my second year on the GB of Kamala Nehru. Last year, I was a part of the Building and Infrastructure Committee. I think I have a little bit of construction experience, so I was asked to be a part there. And, we tried to take this project forward, but it wasn't done. The inauguration hadn't been done so far. And so when I was asked what I wanted to do this year, I said, please renominate me into the governing body of Kamala Nehru College so I can hopefully take this project to its logical conclusion. And I was lucky that, that happened and we are all here today. I think there are several people to thank and, those who are responsible for this. Delhi University itself, I think UGC for funding the project. Huge amount of credit to the previous governing bodies, especially the last governing body and its chairperson, Mrs. Suman Chauhan, whose presence I miss here today. She's been a great driving force behind this project. I feel like a politician who's sort of come in just for the inauguration and the hard work's been done by everybody behind. The principal, Professor Bakuni, incredible. Your leadership, your initiative, your driving all of us to get this done has been phenomenal. So thank you. I think a huge round of thanks to our college architects, Heritage Conservation and Design Center, Mrs. and Mr. Dasgupta. Thank you for being here, and thank you for all your efforts. We know the project's been delayed, and we know the problems that have happened and the amount of approvals and sanctions you've had to take, but you've supported us and helped us all through, and we hope that we will have a building that we all can be proud of. VC sir, we look forward to working with CPWD, who've also been incredibly cooperative through this, in building this building to the highest possible specifications. Kamala Nehru College already has taken a number of green initiatives on rainwater harvesting, on waste management, on solar power, and this will also be a green building in keeping with that ethos. We are hoping that this will be a world-class building for the kind of education we wish to impart. And hopefully in under 2 years' time, you will be back with us to inaugurate the building. We are hoping you will be back with us before that, sir, as well. This is your first time here, and hopefully definitely not your last. So thank you very much to everybody, and all the very best to all the students and everyone for the new building. Thank you.
Now I request Hon'ble Vice-Chancellor, Chief Guest of the Day, Professor Yogesh Singh, to say a few inspiring words which we will hold close to our heart. And as we were discussing that when we have the inauguration of building, he will look forward to be with us.
A very good morning to all of you. Very good morning. Mr. Jaideep Ahuja, Chairperson, Governing Body, Kamala Nehru College, and very handsome person. It's mutual, but he is very handsome. He should have been in films also. Professor Jaideep Ahuja ji. Professor Balram Pani, Dean of Colleges, University of Delhi. Professor Shri Prakash, Director, South Campus, University of Delhi. Professor Kalpana Bhakuni, Principal of Kamala Nehru College. Mr. Anwar Shahid, who is the Treasurer of the governing body. Honorable respected members of governing body, distinguished teachers, head of departments, invited guests, my dear NCC cadets, and few dear students, those who are here, and some of them must be watching through YouTube. My congratulations to all of you. Today is a very, very important and auspicious day in the life of Kamala Nehru College. Many reasons. One is new academic block. Construction has been started. And now there is a time frame that this will be completed within 2 years. So we will wait for 2 years, and the whole team will come again in 2 years for to see the buildings, that it is part and parcel of Kamala Nehru College. Then it will be a real matter of pride to all of us. Because philosophy is one aspect. Now we have started the construction. And then the completion, implementation is equally important, or rather more important than the planning part of it. My good wishes to Kamala Nehru College, good wishes to the management, governing body, and the persons who will implement this project. As Principal Ma'am has told us that it was started somewhere in 1964, and it's a very reputed college of University of Delhi. And our director, South Campus, Professor Shri Prakash, had just told me that when he was a student, topper was from Kamala Nehru College. So he still, he has something, yaar, topper udhar se aaya tha. Huh? But, really very good, and we are very thankful to Kamala Nehru College for producing such students who are doing very good in society and contributing for the growth and development of our country. And this is the role which academic institutions, higher education institutions should play. If we don't play, then we are not doing our job. And Kamala Nehru has done very well in the last 57 years. Good luck on doing good work. Ma'am has also said in the higher education institutions, we focus on teaching, research and outreach or extension activities. And these are the three pillars, verticals for any higher education institutions. Kamala Nehru is doing very well as in teaching learning processes. That's why producing so many good students. And services also, she has explained so many good things have done during COVID, prior to COVID also. And I have seen the NCC, bright and energetic NCC cadets, and you have a very good team. And now, right now, we have very few students here, but this sample is very good to give the total, glimpses of Kamala Nehru students. Congratulations to all of you. You are focusing on two disciplines, humanities and social science. Both are important disciplines. And now we all are, this higher education system is transforming from one phase to another phase. And we are in the process of implementing national education policy. We have, but when we say the implementation, I have already told, it is like constructing a building. First, we have to understand the spirit of the national education policy. Right now, you must be, must have seen so many articles in the newspapers, what is happening in University of Delhi with reference to national education policy. Teachers are worried on site, and they feel that, no, something bad may happen. No, I can assure you that nothing will go bad. And things are in right hands, and we will do whatever is possible, whatever is good for our dear students. Because higher education institutions are for students. We have to think, work in accordance with the welfare of students in 21st century. Because when we say that in higher education institutions in India, we do not focus on originality, we don't focus on creativity, we don't focus on imagination. Our students, Indians, are doing very well outside India, but when it comes for the innovation here in India, we do not perform that well. Although we have bright minds, it means what? Something should be done here. It has nothing to do with the workload. It has nothing to do with the jobs and recruitment. Please, here also I would like to say, those teachers who are here, please don't worry about it. It has nothing to do with the workload. Workload has different parameters, and there will not be any job loss when we implement this. So don't worry about it. Try to create the positive environment, because right now everything is very positive. Government of India is supporting us. University Grants Commission is supporting us. There is an environment that Indian higher education system is in the process of transformation. And Delhi University has capability and capacity to take lead in that direction. It means what? We have to first prepare our mindset that yes, something good is in the process, and we will not be spectator in that, but we will participate and provide leadership in some of the disciplines. That is what is expected from the colleges of Delhi University. But what is happening? Few sectors are worried about that. I would like to request from here, associations also, don't worry about it, nothing will happen. When we say we are implementing and now enhancing from 3 to 4 years, there is no chance of any reduction of the workload. First 3 years, now, it is not related to credits. Credit is only one part of it, whether it be 176, 200 or whatever. But here, we have to understand the spirit, bhavana of the national education policy. That's my request to all educationists, those who are sitting here. Through you, I want to convey this, that please work as an educationist. Open mind, flexible. Work for the welfare of our dear students. Because when we say the spirit of education, the rote learning, say our education system focuses on rote learning. But we want to transform into conceptual understanding. And many times, I met many people who says, Macaulay did this, Macaulay did that. That was only 6-page document. Only 6-page document changed the total education system because Britishers could implement that. And our now national education policy is a 60-page document or more than 60-page document. And if we do not implement it, means there is some problem in the implementation strategy of our country. But I would like to say that when we say this education system, present education system, is also a good education system. It has produced excellent academicians, excellent scientists, excellent engineers. But still, you know, there are issues here. Those issues are to be addressed. And that's why Government of India has come with a national education policy, where we say it focuses on marks and grades. Now we want to transform it for the understanding and experimentation. And it also wants to focus on values. Indian knowledge system and values. Why values are important? They are important. Languages, skills, internship, and so many things, and the sports. Everything will be part of curriculum. If my dear students are here, those who are doing NCC, it's an extracurricular. No, it should not be. We should introduce a course on NCC. Those who have taken NCC under a specific category, they will get 2 credits. Whatever a student is doing in the class or outside the class, learning is not only in the classes, it is also outside the classes. Everything should be credited. And you know, why I am saying, I have experience, you know, of many universities, and 2 very good technical institutions of India, Netaji Subhash University of Technology and Delhi Technological University. And you know, many students in those institutions are getting salary package of 1.25 crore, 1.5 crore per month, sorry, per year. For a final year student, this is a very, you know, हमें तो पूरी जिंदगी में नहीं मिलेगा इतना. But when they are getting 1.25 crore, 1.5 crore package, I thought as a Vice-Chancellor, I should meet those students. They are bright minds of India. They are those minds, they have implemented everything. If you have said, khade ho jao, wo khade ho gaye. If you said, no, no, please sit down, they sat down. If you say study, they studied everything. 100% compliant students. That's why, you know, bright, 100% compliant, and they got this opportunity of 1.25 or 1.5 crore. I would like to narrate a story with one of my students, dear student. When he got 1.25 crore package from a company, I asked him, this is a huge amount, what would you like to do? Then he said, sir, he thought for a while and then said, sir, maje karenge. I said, what is the meaning of maje karenge? This is a huge amount. Where would you like to spend? He said, sir, I would like to purchase a big car. Purchase it. Then what? Then he said, sir, I will purchase a house also. I said, why do you want to purchase a house so early in your life? You are a final year student, and next year you want to purchase a house. Purchase it after 10 years. After having experience of many cities, many countries, then why? Okay, sir, I will not purchase. Then what would you like to do with this money? This is a huge amount. He was confused. Then he said, sir, I would like to see football matches. बहुत अच्छा है. Watch football matches. But still, this is a huge amount. So he was not having any answer. Then I asked him, I wanted to help him. Say, would you like to give something to your parents? कहता, sir, they don't need my money. मैं कहा, बेटा, but they will be happy if you give something to your parents. उसने कहा, सर, आपको ऐसे ही लग रहा है, उनको मेरे पैसे की जरूरत नहीं. तो मैंने कहा, पैसा तो अभी आया नहीं, मेरा हो गया. कि they don't need my money, they have enough. You don't know the financial conditions of my house, they have adequate funds with them. They don't need my money. But मैंने कहा, they will be very happy to get this money. But you know, वो बहुत reluctant था. Then I pushed. उसने फिर कहा, okay sir, I will think about it. हाँ नहीं बोली उसने. I'll think about it. Then I asked further. मैं कहा, would you like to give something to us also? अब मेरी भी हिम्मत देखो ना. उससे मैंने पूछ लिया कि would you like to give something to us also? तो उसने कहा, नहीं, आपका तो सर बनता ही नहीं किसी भी तरह से. आपका तो किसी भी एंगल से नहीं बनता. मैंने कहा, क्यों नहीं बनता? कहता है, सर, I worked very hard for 4 years from 9th, 10th, 11th, 12th. I worked very hard. When others were playing, I was studying. When others were doing some other activities, but I was focusing on my studies. I competed, appeared in the JEE and got admission here. इसमें आपका क्या? यानी हमारा तो कुछ नहीं. Then I came to this institution. I worked again very hard and got a position. Company came. I appeared for the test, GD, interview, everything, and then I got this job. इसमें आपका क्या? बात तो ठीक है. तो मैंने सोचने लगा, फिर मैंने उसको कहा कि बेटा, आर यू द सोल प्रोप्राइटर ऑफ योर सक्सेस? ही कुड नॉट आंसर दिस. मैं कहा, यू डोंट वांट टू गिव क्रेडिट टू एनीवन. मैंने कहा, रात को तुम सोए होगे, मां जगी होगी. तब जब पढ़ते होगे तो मां जगी होगी, कुछ बनाया होगा तुम्हारे लिए उसने. तो उसने कहा कि सर नहीं, ऐसी कोई बात नहीं, आप ज्यादा इमोशनल हो रहे हो. मैं कहा, यार इतना ब्राइट माइंड है देश का, जवाब भी देना जानता है, उसको सारा तर्क भी आता है, जस्टिफाई भी कर लेता है, पर वो मतलब पैसा शेयर करने को तैयार नहीं, क्रेडिट शेयर करने को तैयार नहीं. दैट वरीज मी. ही इज ए 100% कंप्लायंट स्टूडेंट. उसका कसूर है क्या ये? वो तो छोटा सा बच्चा आया था, 3 साल का, माँ आपको देके गई थी एजुकेशन सिस्टम में. आप 23 साल बाद जब माँ को वो वापस कर रहे हो बच्चे को, और वो सोचता है कि मनी इज एवरीथिंग, आई कैन डू एनीथिंग एंड एवरीथिंग विद मनी, एंड my money is only for creating facilities and comfort for me, and he doesn't want to give credit of his success to any other person. तो ये शिक्षा ही तो फेल हुई ना. ये कौन फेल हुआ? शिक्षा ही तो फेल हुई. Our education system, we are responsible, we teachers are responsible for that. We educationists are responsible, policy makers are responsible for that. हमने तो एक माँ बाप से बच्चा लिया, 23-20 साल बाद वापस कर दिया उसको. कैसा किया? सेल्फिश, एरोगेंट. उसका कसूर नहीं है, उस बच्चे का जरा सा भी कसूर नहीं है. मैं मानता हूँ कसूर हमारी प्रोसेसेस का है. एंड इसीलिए वो उसको ये एहसास ही नहीं है. हरिओम पवार साहब कहते हैं, उनकी कविता की बहुत अच्छी लाइन है कि अरे हम कर्जा खाए बैठे हैं इन अपनों की कुर्बानी का. हम कर्जा खाए बैठे हैं इन अपनों की कुर्बानी का, हम क्या एहसान चुकाएंगे उनकी आंखों के पानी का. जो माँ बाप को पैसे देने को तैयार नहीं है, वो किसी और को क्या देगा? Is it not happening? Think about it. Here where education policy, new education policy should play a role. अगर वो रोल नहीं प्ले करती तो कोई फर्क नहीं पड़ता इसको इंप्लीमेंट करने में. अगर such a critical issue, we cannot work in isolation. मैं सोचता हूं 10 लाख की तो फौज खड़ी है बॉर्डर पे. कितने सारे लोग काम करते हैं, तब एक आदमी तैयार होता है. एंड it is our responsibility, higher education institutions' responsibility, to give a civilized mindset to the country, to the society. And if we are not doing so, then corrective actions are required here. It has nothing to do with your workload. Please, teachers, please don't mind. Nothing to do with your workload. But now in 21st century also, we don't want to relook our processes, relook our systems. That is not what India expects from teachers. That's why we have to prepare ourselves first. Because teachers are epicenter of this whole system. And I want support of every teacher. Please suggest us, give suggestions. सारे suggestion आए हैं workload को लेके. I am pained. I'm telling you frankly, I am pained to see the suggestions only related to the workload. अरे भाई किसी का नहीं जाने वाला. We are ready to give in writing also, notify also. Think beyond that. ये time चला जाएगा, फिर नहीं मिलने वाला है time वापस implement करने के लिए. Think about it. इसीलिए क्योंकि national education policy expects many things beyond curriculum also. When it is happening here, it has impact and implication on policies of the country also. ऐसे न जाने कितने example दे सकता हूँ. Today is not the time. So we need such minds, such bright minds, जिनका कसूर ही नहीं हम produce किए जा रहे हैं. थिंक अबाउट इट, प्लीज थिंक अबाउट इट। इसलिए कुमेर बेचन साहब जब कहते हैं ना कि कोई उस पेड़ से पूछे मुसीबत में खड़े रहना, कोई उस पेड़ से पूछे मुसीबत में खड़े रहना, कि जिसने बाढ़ के पानी में भी सीखा अड़े रहना, मैं कितने ही बड़े लोगों की नीचाइयों से वाकिफ हूँ, मैं कितने ही बड़े लोगों की नीचाइयों से वाकिफ हूँ, बड़ा मुश्किल है दुनिया में बड़े होकर बड़ा रहना। दिस इज द क्रक्स हियर इज एजुकेशन पॉलिसी। आपके स्टूडेंट्स जब बड़े होकर बैठते हैं किसी चेयर पे, तो लोगों को मिलने पे ये ना लगे छोटे हैं, लगे कि किसी बड़े आदमी से मिले थे। जब उससे मिले, कई बार हमको मिलता है किसी बड़ी चेयर वाले से मिलते हैं, लगता है तो बहुत छोटा है, मिले तो सही पर मजा नहीं आया। सिर्फ माँ बाप तो जिम्मेदार नहीं हो सकते ना इसके लिए, हम टीचर्स भी तो जिम्मेदार हैं, सारा सिस्टम तो जिम्मेदार। वो बच्चा तो जिम्मेदार नहीं था, बिल्कुल निर्दोष था, कुछ भी नहीं जानता था, 3 साल का हमको मिला था। इसीलिए नेशनल एजुकेशन पॉलिसी है, डोंट डिस्क्रिमिनेट अमंग्स लोअर एजुकेशन, सेकेंडरी एजुकेशन, हायर एजुकेशन। बेसिकली इट इज एजुकेशन, इट्स अ पाइप ऑफ एजुकेशन। अगर किसी फैक्ट्री का इनपुट बहुत अच्छा है, जो है ही भारत के लोगों का, और आउटपुट में कुछ प्रॉब्लम आ रही है, तो प्रोसेस ही तो ठीक करनी पड़ेगी ना। एंड नेशनल एजुकेशन पॉलिसी expects us to relook our processes and systems. क्योंकि, but you know, first is we have to create right kind of mindset, and teachers have big role to play here, because जिसके पास जो होता है वो देता है। If you are confused, you will spread confusion. If you are happy, you will spread happiness. If you are pained, you will spread lots of pain to others. If you are critical, you will spread criticality. जिस पे जो होगा वो देगा। Are we working on that? Please think about it. So that please come out of this theory of workload and marks. We have to think beyond that. And our system should focus on creativity, originality, and imagination, because we want India to be a developed nation. That's why when we talk about the open and flexible curriculum, we should focus on open and flexible curriculum, major in a discipline, minor in other discipline. Worldwide, best universities are practicing this. Why can't we practice that? If a student of law wants to take psychology as a minor, we should allow that. Your institution is not running science courses, but if someone is really very interested to study few science subjects, he should be allowed. If it is in neighboring college or somewhere in Delhi University. But we really don't know what will happen, because things are evolving. That's why with an open mindset, right now we have made some changes, we will make other changes also, but it's a continuous process. We can't be rigid about it. When we means administration can't be rigid, and teachers should also not be rigid about it. That's why, my dear teachers, students, please be humble in life, because humanity requires grace, generosity and courtesies. इसीलिए lastly, मैं बहुत सारा नहीं बोलना चाह रहा था, but you know, today also I was going through the newspaper, and many things have come. That's why I thought, let me share some of my views. And this is why humility is very, very important in life. Arrogance जो उस बच्चे की थी, उसका कसूर तो नहीं था, पर थी। इसलिए हमेशा याद रखना कि राहत इंदौरी ने कहा है कि वो शख्स जो झुककर तुमसे मिला होगा, यकीनन उसका कद तुमसे बड़ा होगा। वो शख्स जो झुककर तुमसे मिला होगा, उसका कद यकीनन तुमसे बड़ा होगा। Please don't be critical and negative. Contribute, contribute and contribute in the system. If we will not contribute, who will contribute? And last is a promise. Those who are here students, I want a promise from all of you, that we will not do anything in our lifetime. I want a promise. We will not do anything in our lifetime which is against the interest of our country. दोगे? हाथ खड़े करो students. In our total lifetime, we will not do anything which is against the interest of our country. हम तो बहुत छोटे बच्चे हैं इस देश के, आपकी प्रिंसिपल भी बच्चा ही है देश का, सब बच्चे हैं हम इस देश के. And we will not do anything which is against the interest of the country. ये प्रॉमिस दोगे ना, तभी मैं आया इसीलिए हूँ इस प्रॉमिस के लिए. सारी बात हाथ खड़े करो जो प्रॉमिस देंगे. सब स्टूडेंट्स ही हैं. So that's teachers, we will not do anything which is against the interest of our country. क्योंकि हमने इस देश को बनाना है, हमारा है, ये किसी और का नहीं है. Please keep this in mind and work positively for our dear students. And students, we have a big role to play. Don't think small. Don't be jealous of others. And I'm very thankful to ma'am for inviting me and sharing some of my views. Thank you very much.
Our Honorable Vice-Chancellor, sir, your words have really brought in the new hope and a new vision for all of us. Yes, we need the humility, and that's what you marked it so well, the very essence of education. Thank you sincerely for sparing time for all of us today, in spite of your pressing engagements. And as our governing body chair shared with us today, that you've been with us on the day of laying the foundation stone, we would look forward to having you amongst us on the day when we inaugurate the new academic building. Thank you, Mr. Ahuja, for actually making an announcement about it today. Thank you. Thank you to all the dignitaries present on the stage. I thank all the faculty members, the staff, as well as the students who have worked joyously along with Professor Bhakuni, to make today a day to remember, a day to cherish, and a day that instills new hope and new growth in us. Thank you. Namaskar.
Yes, yes, absolutely. No, no, no. Thank you, sir. Thank you.